So today we'll be talking about our presentation on media bias. The first article is a factual article from the Associated Press, and it shows that there are 7 people that were killed by storms, tornadoes, and in the US South. And this is a factual article because of how there's objective language used as well as official reports from the government to show that there are 7 people killed in this natural disaster.
And then for the next one, it's a mix of facts and opinion. And we got articles from the Fox News and the Dispatch, and they both talk about the discovery of classified documents in Biden's house. And for the Fox News one, the article itself is based mostly on facts and statistics, but there's a slight bias as the statistics and facts seem to support the notion that Biden's problem with classified documents are less significant to Trump's. On the other hand, the article from the Dispatch has a lot of commentary for the introduction, as you can see here. It talks about how hello and happy Saturday, and there's a usage of a lot of emotional language, but overall, the article itself uses facts and statistics. And then next we have analysis with less reliability on facts, and the articles were from Vanity Fair and Fox News. And the Vanity Fair one was called Democrats Walk Fine Line with Biden's Document Debacle, and there are selective quotes that are analyzed that convey how Biden was pretty transparent with these documents in comparison to Trump, who wasn't as transparent in their opinion. And on the other hand, the Fox News article says Biden's competence is questioned, and there's a clear opinion in this article that this incident puts a question mark on Biden's competence as a president and a politician. And once again, the article is based upon quotes from other people that support this idea. And then we have opinion with less reliability on facts, and one is from the Daily Kos and the other one's from the Daily Mail. And for the one from the Daily Kos, it says why Biden's classified files are not as problematic as Trump's. And as you can see, even from the title itself, it focuses not on how Biden's classified documents were discovered, but instead it focuses on comparing it to Trump's. And it clearly shows how these classified documents aren't as controversial to Trump's, and it portrays the issue as insignificant and minor. On the other hand, the Daily Mail article, it focuses on how this issue is a great embarrassment for Biden and depicts Biden as a hypocrite, and it looks less at facts and emphasizes reactions of other politicians.
And moving on to the next category of unfair persuasion or propaganda. So the first source is from the Wonket, which also talks about the same issue of Biden's classified documents. And in this article, we can see that the author uses unprofessional language, even using vulgar language at times, to insult the people who are making criticism of Biden. And even there's a clear bias within that supports Republicans instead. And then the next is from the ACLJ, which is also on the same topic of Biden's documents. And in this document, we can also see that it only criticizes Biden while not talking about what the actual facts and the findings, but rather uses casual language and also extremely biased language that is favoring right-wing or even Republicans in general. And the last category is deliberately contains misleading information or false information, and it comes from the Veterans Today as well as InfoWars. And this topic is about President Zelensky of Ukraine and the Ukraine war in general. And this first article talks about how Zelensky ordered a chemical attack on Russia, which is just outright not true, and it wasn't fact-checked, and later on the BBC also proved that this was false. And we can see the next one is also about how Zelensky's government is actually trying to prohibit free speech by ordering other big tech companies to censor the media and what's going on with the war. But this is also not true, and we can see that there's clear bias for free speech without actually fact checking, and it totally misinterprets this new legislation that was being passed. Thank you.